Welcome back to another Monster Hunter World video, and today we'll be talking about how you can get more tempered quests. Now you can see here, these tempered quests pretty much make the monsters stronger, and they're a little bit harder to defeat. However, in return they do grant extra rewards. You can see the purple question marks. These actually grant you gems as well as stream stones and face stones, which you can use to augment your weapons as well as upgrade your armor to be able to upgrade it past its limit. So in order to get these, you pretty much have to discover monster tracks. Now you can discover monster tracks by either joining up with other online investigations. So if you go into join a quest and you go into respond to SOS and investigations, majority of the time there are tempered quests. You can see here you're able to actually join these quests. Now with these quests you then have to follow the monster's tracks and discover its tracks in order to get your own tempered investigations. Now these are great because obviously you're going to need gems to be able to build the perfect set that you want, but you can see here some are locked for when you reach a higher hunter rank. Now each of these tempered investigations have a certain threat level to them, but before you go out on expeditions looking for tempered investigations, what you need to do is you need to come to the canteen, and if you look down in the daily skills section you'll see that it says Feline Researcher. With this skill you're actually able to unlock more investigations during the expeditions. So if you plan on doing expeditions over joining other players on their quests, then this is definitely the way for you to do it. However, this does change daily, so make sure you keep an eye out for it and make sure to utilize it when it is the skill of the day. If it is the skill of the day, make sure you pay with a voucher. This will ensure that you actually get the Feline Researcher skill with the meal that you eat. You can see that it's got a 3-star activation chance, so if we eat this meal, you'll see that we actually get the Feline Researcher skill. There you can see it's activated. You then want to head out on your expedition. Now if you're solely after tempered investigations, which is what most of you would be, you want to come to the Wild Spire Waste, and I follow this set pattern here. Now when you do come out here, make sure you bring a Ghillie Mantle just to de-aggro any monsters that come onto you. Now there is also a Basilgeist spawn that comes in here where you can also get tempered investigations from. However, it is a rare spawn so it doesn't show up all the time. But you then need to follow this path, and you can see that it'll actually net you footprints. You can see there we now have Raytheon tempered footprints here, and you just have to follow these footprints and it'll actually net you more investigations. Now there is also a Black Diablos rare spawn down here, much like the Basilgeist. However, it has not come up this time, but you can come back and search for it later and it should appear there at any given time. Now after you've done your rounds through the Wild Spire Waste, you can then go to any of the other sections, any of the other maps, and actually farm their tempered investigations too by looking for tracks. You can see here there's an old misfired scale, however this isn't the tempered Basilgeist, so it won't work as well. Now your skills will carry on. You can see here that we actually have the Feline Researcher perk still carrying on, so you can essentially keep going around in circles of the expeditions or looking for more tempered Elder Dragon tracks or just tempered monster tracks, and you'll eventually find more investigations with tempered monsters. Now once you're at the back section of the Ancient Forest in Area 6, you can see there's quite a few tempered investigations that you can pull up here. However, they are only threat level 1s. That's still nothing to complain about because you can still use those to get tempered investigations. Essentially all you need to do is follow the blue scout flies. They will always lead you to a tempered track, and that allows you to gather more tempered investigations. Area 5 also has tempered tracks. You can see there we've just got a Tobi-Kadachi. If you then follow this path, it will take you to more Tobi-Kadachi tracks, which could net you more tempered Kadachi investigations. They are threat level 1, however, so you do want to try and avoid threat level 1s. You want to try and complete threat level 2 and threat level 3 quests because they will net you the most gems. You can see once you're back at base that we've gotten a crap ton of investigations from gathering those tracks, which is a great way to get tempered investigations like I said. But you can see here each of them have a different amount of final quest rewards. You're going to want to do the ones that have more than 2 because the ones with two just aren't really worth your time doing it, and you're much more likely to get better rewards from the ones with higher amounts of gems given at the end of the quest. Now you can see here this Legiani and Palumu one is probably a rarity 1 quest. Because of the 5 gems that you get, they're only going to be the low rare gems, which is a little bit of a shame, but you can easily use those to melt and make new, more powerful gems that you actually need. Now the only downside to doing this is that you've got less of a chance of getting the actual gem that you need. You're going to have to meld them instead of using or finding the correct gem from that quest. Now once you've registered the quest and you've actually got them up on your post a new quest board, the best part about this is that you can actually follow the monsters' tracks in the quest to gain more tempered investigations. Now it doesn't net you as many as you would on an expedition, but you can still follow their tracks and get more tempered investigations. You can see here we've got a bunch of investigations ourselves. Now we've also gathered most of these from using the tracks that you find in the quest, which is a great way, like I said, to replenish your investigations if you're looking for more. You can even do this with the Elder Dragon investigations as well. There is a main storyline quest of the Kirin once you get to Hunter rank 49 that you unlock, and once you actually do that quest you can follow the Kirin around and gather its footprints, and that will actually net you more tempered investigations for Elder Dragons. Now, like I was saying, you can gather their footprints and whatnot while out on the main quest for them. You can see here we've got the Palumian Legiana quest that we are doing at the moment, the tempered one, and these footprints are still giving investigations off. You can see there we just got one from gathering the Palumu's footprints. These net you investigations because you are still technically investigating the tempered monster tracks. Now, the only downside to this is that if you have eaten the daily food skill of the researcher one, you won't have the bonus chance of getting investigations by doing it like this. And you can see here that we've just finished the Legiani and Palumu quest, and you can see that because it was only a difficulty 1 quest, when we picked up the investigation tracks for it, we only get mysterious face stones. If it were a 2 difficulty mission, you would get the 6-star rarity ones, whereas the Elder Dragon ones, which are 3 in difficulty, normally net you the 7 rarity. But these can still give you some pretty decent gems, and if you don't plan on using the gems, you can actually meld them for other gems. Alrighty, thank you very much for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought of the video down below, but other than that, catch you in the next one.